We're on day 13 of tracking exactly where I'm spending my disposable income, and it is travel day. I took a normal bus and a normal train to the airport. It cost under £18. And ever since I've clocked on that airports have these water fountains, I always take my bottle because I'm not paying for that extortionate bottled water from the airport. It was only at this point I realized I forgot my hairbrush and comb. And after seeing the prices, I said, you know what? My hair could use a break from brushing and combing. Remember that sunscreen I bought in Tesco for £8.80? Tell me why it was almost £22. Oh my God, how horrifying is that? For my pre-boarding meal, I wanted to make sure I'm staying on my stomach's good side. I decided to have some porridge. It was over £4, but it was very filling. It was very tasty. I took a chance to slap some polish on my nails. They're really healthy, and I hardly ever get my nails done professionally. I like manicures, but I've never had fake nails. And even when I get polish at salon, it starts chipping off in like 48 hours, even if it's gel. Since it was a 6-hour flight, I bought a food voucher for £8. And with that, I chose this chicken teriyaki, which was £9.75. So I saved about £1.75. And of course, it was not good, but it was edible. The trip from the airport to the hotel was 20 minutes and it cost €20. I was mad about that. First order of business was to get an unlimited data plan, which cost €30. I stayed at a 3-star hotel. It was very clean and the location was perfect. It was straight to the beach, which was crystal clear and free. The only thing missing was warm water. Went to get an ice cream in the most touristy spot, so this is probably as expensive as it gets. I got this flavor called kamoka, which is actually a corn ice cream. Never tried it before. It was nice. For dinner, I got the most traditional dish in Cape Verde, which is kashupa. This was also in the very touristy spot, but the serving size was huge and it was just €10. I could not believe I got this much food for €10. This was not the cheapest restaurant and also not the most expensive. This traditional stew is typically made with beans and assorted meat. This one had lots of vegetables, lots of meat, lots of fish. And it definitely could have fed 2 to 3 people for €10. I was impressed. And before taking my rest for the day, I went to the supermarket to buy myself some bottled water. This is actually a chain supermarket, and I was so surprised when I walked in there and saw that they not only sold normal food, but also had the space to sell furniture. To be honest, it wasn't even that big, so actually they made the space to sell furniture. A 5-litre water bottle cost me about €2, and it was going to come in handy for my action-packed day on the next vlog, and I'll see you then.